A controversial Texas law is now before one of the most conservative appeals courts in the country. Known as the Reader Act, that measure will require every vendor who sells any books to schools to rate their books based on sexual content, much like how movies and video games are rated. Austin bookseller Book People is one of the plaintiffs.
Is there any reality you see where you wouldn't just end up having to rate pretty much every book in your bookstore, imagining that a teacher could buy it for a classroom?
That is not physically possible. There's no way that I could pay booksellers to read and rate every book that's available to schools and us stay in business.
In a Louisiana circuit court this morning, federal judges noted that the state does have the authority to regulate explicit content in the hands of children.
We are not disputing the state's ability to regulate curriculum or obscene speech.
So they can constitutionally restrict sexually explicit material in school libraries.
Republican State Representative Jared Patterson, who authored the bill in the Texas legislature, called the Reader Act model legislation in a statement on social media, going on to say the legal pushback flies in the face of past Supreme Court precedent.
Does something like that translate to actual concern or even just interest in voters?
No, I mean, ultimately, I don't think this was an issue that was a big issue before it kind of became mobilized by politicians because it was a successful issue.
The law does carve out exceptions for books included as part of a curriculum in schools, but vendors have said it places an undue burden on their part.
Thank you for watching. Please hit the subscribe button and get the latest news by downloading the CBS Austin News app.